prejudice, it exists in every industry and definitely the fashion industry, so do with that what you will. Hey y'all, my name is Jessica Ping-Wild, also known as The Rolling Explorer, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are looking at part 2 of my February 2023 season of London Fashion Week content, and I am so excited because today's video is all about the Helen Kirkum presentation. If you watched my September run mini-series, then you will know that I attended Helen Kirkum's event back during that season, and it was so cool. I got to try out this like weird stair climbing wheelchair lift situation, which was an experience to say the least. Plus the just entire tone of the event was so on par with my love of fashion, but also my love of climate change and sustainability. It was a great mix of it all, and this time around was different, but the same in all the best ways. So stay tuned for all of the fun behind the scenes content. Let's do this. After trying literally 5 different looks, I'm finally in an outfit that I don't hate, which is fantastic. So this is what I am wearing to the Helen Kirkum presentation this afternoon, which is my first event as a guest for London Fashion Week 2023. And I am so excited. I just love this outfit, guys. It is sequiny, it is glittery, it has stars, and I'm repping Sarah Regensburger, which if you don't remember, if you've not seen my London Fashion Week content from last season in September, then you'll not know that I walked for her on the runway, which was very exciting. And so I'm just excited to be working with her again this season and that she's dressed me for London Fashion Week. And I don't know, I just feel really good. I feel really good. We have some red going on, a little pop of my favorite color. I think it's gonna be good. Let me go get my hair and makeup done so I can look a little bit more fierce, as one might say. And then we'll go together to the event. Yay! Okay, so I just put some product in my hair, so I know I have this like bow thing in there trying to get it to volumize a bit so I can then brush it out. I don't know what's going on, but this is what we're working with. Okay, y'all, this is the finished look. How do we feel about it? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling spicy. Let's go to Helen Kirkum. We took a little pit stop to Harrods, so we are currently in Dolce & Gabbana right now, which is fun, but we will be heading to the Helen Kirkum presentation here in a minute, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. Okay, I need to interject here and just say that I bought nothing at Harrods. In fact, I was not there for me. My very good friend from university, his name is Julian, I love him dearly. He was visiting here in London for the first time and he wanted to go to Harrods. He's from New York City, kind of is getting into fashion and designer wear, and also was a tourist, and Harrods is the best place to combine all of those things. So we went to Harrods, we were in the men's department. I got to see a lot of cool clothes. It was a great kind of prerequisite, I guess, to my first Fashion Week event. I don't know, it was really fun. We had a blast. It's super fancy in there, and we were dressed the part because Fashion Week. So that's the tea. I bought nothing, but it was a good time. Once we arrived at the location of the Helen Kirkum presentation, things immediately got confusing. Unbelievably, there were 2 lines heading to what I can only assume were 2 different Fashion Week events, kind of at the same location, and basically, while I tried to figure out how to handle this and figure out what line we were supposed to be in, we just kind of stood in between the 2 for an uncomfortable amount of time. Okay, I need to interject one more time and discuss this whole situation. If you didn't know, as an influencer, one of the draws to wanting to attend London Fashion Week is actually the street photography. With street photographers, you have the opportunity to get professional grade photos of your outfit for free, essentially. And sometimes you also get published in media outlets, whether that be online publications, print publications, doesn't matter. It's still really cool, and it's a great way to just kind of up your exposure, I guess, while getting to attend some great fashion events, make some connections. You get the gist. Street photography is a very important thing at London Fashion Week for people like me. So when I was outside of the Helen Kirkum event trying to figure out which line to be in, because that was a whole thing, I was sat in my power chair, my electric wheelchair, me and Lizzie, fifths till the end, right? That's what we were doing. We were just chilling, trying to navigate. Well, while I was sitting there, a ton of street photographers kept passing me by. And like, I knew that my outfit was fantastic. And that's not me like being egotistical. My outfit was fantastic. I had the fur, I had the glitter, I had the sequins. It doesn't get much more exciting than that combination. So I was like, why is nobody asking to take a photo of this? This is unique, this is different, this is fun, this is flirty, this is exciting. And then I was like, I'm gonna test something. So I decided to get out of Lizzie and walk around with my prosthetic on. The minute I'm like more than 10 feet away from my chair walking around, several street photographers flocked to me and they're like, can we take your picture? Can we take your picture? I'm telling you, people treat you differently when you're in an electric wheelchair. They just do. They think you're less capable, they think you're less human, they think you're less, period. And I feel like that was a great example. There was only one street photographer at that event who took my photo in my wheelchair and who asked me specifically to take my photo in my wheelchair. So there you have it, folks. Prejudice. It exists in every industry and definitely the fashion industry. So do with that what you will. Okay, so I'm outside the venue. We've been waiting in a line and I finally got up the courage to talk to a security team member to help me find the accessible entrance, and that is the gist of what is going on. That is the gist. I briefly mentioned this at the beginning of this video, but back in the September 2022 run of London Fashion Week, I did attend the Helen Kirkum Presentation, and it conveniently was at the same location, so if you want to see kind of the accessible entrance that we took during that time, please go watch that video. It was a really fun video, I do recommend. But this time we actually went a different way and they asked me not to film, so that's why you just saw a bunch of elevators and then me in this green room. It was not as much of a fun little transition that I got to share, but the tea is, it basically was just the storage room of Selfridges, so they just asked me not to film back there. So sorry about that, but that is the tea. Here we are at the actual event though, and once again, it was a great conversation starter on the waste that the fashion industry creates. On the floor around me are a bunch of old shoes, including children's shoes, which I don't know why, but that blew my mind. And here is the bespoke designer palimpsest sneaker that Helen Kirkum is famous for. It looks super cute, super trendy. Honestly, it's a stunning shoe, and I was so grateful to once again be invited to this amazing event. So thank you, Helen. I finished off the day with a McCrispy sandwich from McDonald's in true fashion model fashion, and it was great. And there you have it, guys. That was my experience at the Helen Kirkum event, and it was so much fun, as you just saw. So much to discuss, so much to talk about, and so much is still yet to come in this 6-part series. As I mentioned at the beginning of this is part 2, so be sure to hit that subscription button if you are not already following me so that you don't miss out on the remaining parts of the series. Part 1 is already up if you'd like to go check that out. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, it would mean the world to me if you would give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. These things really help my videos get seen by more lovely people just like yourselves. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye!